welcome back to Mr. Carrier Plays FM23. Now today we're going to look at another transfer tip. This is something that I would personally look at the very start of a game, okay? And this is how to slim down our youth team. Now obviously with teams that have got quite a high developed amount of youth players, if you like Norwich are a great example. They've got under 21s and under 19s. You've got two whole squads of players that are all earning money, thus taking money away from your wage budget, etc., that you can, perhaps in your honest opinion, spend that money better elsewhere. Now, if we go to under 21s, obviously you've got your top players at the very top of the list, and then as we progressively look down, we'll go to the top and then look down. You've got someone who's a world beater potentially there, and then as we scroll down that list, we slowly see the potential starts to decline until you get to the very bottom of that list. Now, the interesting thing about this list is if we look at someone, for example, Jaden Warner there, he is on £1,800 a week, but he's only a 2.5 star talent, if you like. So obviously for a team like Norwich, that's a lot of money to tie up to someone who, in my honest opinion, is never going to make the first team. It's not a lot of money in terms of real terms, but if you times that by 10, that's £18,000 that you won't have in your wage budget. So my honest opinion, you see his value there. It's probably overpriced, his value at that. But if you could maybe get 100 grand for that, and maybe like a sale on fee kind of idea there, then you are obviously going to save that money elsewhere. Okay, now if we look at the lowest player in the list, and this guy here, if we try and offer him out, so we know that he's on 1,000 a week and worth maybe 10 grand. So we're going to offer him out for 10 grand, transfer listing him and go through the process of trying to see if we can sell him for that. So we're going to skip forward a day and see if we get any offers. So we've got a few offers in here from teams in the Championship and teams in League One. Now obviously if they're non-negotiable, then you probably wouldn't play around with that anymore. But if they are negotiable like this is, I would always try and add in a sell-on fee. That's kind of the other element to this. Now, you're obviously going to get some teams that say no to that, and Peterborough may do. We'll have a look and see what they do. So they said no to that. If we could try another one, they could all say no. It is possible that could happen. Maybe we'll go at 10% and see if we can get anyone to go for 10%. So yeah, we've got a 10% profit on that sale. Now, obviously, I wouldn't expect him necessarily to be good enough for Bristol either, to be honest. But however, if he was to somehow miraculously get there, progress, and then worth a lot more, that extra 10% on the profit, remember, he's only selling him for 10,000. So that profit element to that would actually be quite a decent amount of money potentially. Not necessarily, but however, we're maximizing on stuff and we didn't have. This Jaden St. Paul guy is probably just going to leave on a free at some point. So the idea that we can get some money for him now, save a bit of money on wages, obviously benefits us in the long run. Now, if we were to look at, for example, Norwich's amount of money they have for wages available, they've only got 10,000 budget left. every one of these 1,000 pound players that we get rid of, obviously is going to build up that element for us. So it may seem like a throwaway kind of idea. However, if you think about that in reality, if that's 10 players, that means that would be 18,000 in case of that player there. You know, that's 18,000 on the wage budget that we didn't have previous. So it's worth looking. In my honest opinion, that is a tip that I would recommend. Look to see what youth players are available to sell that are not going to make it to your first team and maximize on that opportunity. If you like this video, hit that like and subscribe, hit the notification button to see when videos are released. Thank you and goodbye.